notification come up.
Come
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh
Yahushua,
Shah,
Bahashem,
Bahashim,
Rakakadash.
Kakadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutation. Hopefully, out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua with GMS Mississippi Camp. All right, I'm the brother Yasha Moth to my right.
Halak.
And what we want to get into, all right, this afternoon, responding to a lesson, done by Elder Yasha Wamba, okay, entitled, Choose Life, because we're going to be presented, okay, with an option, all right, in the time to come, what they call the hour of temptation, and a lot of people, they're going to choose death, all right, and Esau is going to present death, as a salvation, the same scheme, he used on the woman in the garden. He came to her and presented death as an upgrade. Okay, and that devil Esau has mastered, presenting corruption and death. Okay, and rebellion. Okay, under the guise of, a upgrade. Okay, progress
Mm,
and liberty.
mm,
Okay, but we're seeing the results. All right, of a society ran. All right, by the doctrine of wickedness, man. We're seeing what it's producing. Okay, and if you take the C hip, pretty much you're making an agreement to continue on in the culture of death. Okay, and we're gonna get into these things. You gonna say something?
mm.
You got it.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 15.
Yep,
See, I have set before thee this day life and good,
yep,
and death and evil.
yep. So this is what it is. There's no gray areas. It's another thing. Esau. All right, in his society, you have gray areas.
Mm,
You know, but there's really no gray areas, man. It's either good or evil. Okay, and, a lot of people, try to choose the stance, you know, to not to be involved. Like, nah, you're either with good or you're with evil, man.
mm.
Okay, you're either for life or you're against it. Okay, and if there's certain things that you're okay with, you're against life. Okay, well that's them. No, that's anti-life, and if you okay with it, you're anti-life, man.
Mm.
You got it, bro.
Continue.
Yeah.
And that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy power, to walk in his ways,
Mm-hmm.
and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply, and the Lord thy power shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
So the Lord, He instructed us to walk in His way. See, we live in a society, okay, there's rebellion against the way, the righteous
Mm,
way. Okay, we're living in the all-out rebellion. Okay, and the sea hill, you take the sea hill, that's going to be you agreeing with the rebellion.
mm,
Okay, there's you proclaiming that you're all right with the rebellion, man. And that's why everything is being exposed. Like, look how everything is just being exposed and brought to the forefront, man. So you can't say, well, I didn't know what I was signing up for. Like, nah, man. That if you're not taking a hard stance against wickedness, you're with it.
mm.
There's no way you can say you love the Lord, you love righteousness, you love the Bible, and not be taking a hard stance against the wickedness that we're seeing, all right, shoved down our throat every day, man.
Mm.
You can't watch a series without, some alphabet. Then you notice how like the alphabet scenes, it be unnecessary. The character they self be unnecessary in the whole, narrative.
Yeah.
I know you watch, a lot of shows, man, but they just throw the alphabet twist in there. Go ahead.
Verse 17. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear,
Yep.
but thou be drawn away and worship other gods and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish, and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land,
Yep.
whether thou possess it over Jordan to go possess it.
Yeah, so this is the Lord, because you go to Deuteronomy, the Lord had already killed off, that generation of unbelievers. So this is the generation under Joshua, all right, that's getting ready to go into the promised land, because this is Deuteronomy 30, At the end of Deuteronomy, Moses is not there. He had passed away at that time. Okay? So before, he hands over, all right, the leadership to Joshua, he's pretty much giving them a prep talk like, look, I'm presenting life and death before you. Disobedience is death. Obedience is life. Okay? Now we're seeing another, and that was under the first covenant. Now in the second covenant, we're in the same scenario. Okay? As we're spiritually coming out of Egypt, the Lord has presented what? Life and death. Obedience leads to death. Okay? Obedience leads to life. And it ain't no in between. Okay? So you look at how people, went into captivity, under the Syrians, then the Babylonians, okay? Then the Persians, then the Greeks, the Romans, and then eventually we was expelled. All right? That due to us not being obedient to the way. We perished off that land. But now as we've been awakened in this time, the Lord, has presented us with those same options of life and death, man. And we want to keep, and it's a repetition choice. Like every day we wake up, we gotta choose life. Like every day we gotta choose life, obedience, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 19.
Yep.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Yep.
That I have set before you life and death,
Yep.
blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, and that both thou and thy seed may live.
Yeah, thou and thy seed may live. You see, because when you go into the condition of our people, it's a ripple effect. We're living in a ripple effect of disobedience, man. Let's get that in that Baruch the 9th chapter. Like all Esau has in this society is death. That's the culture. That's the overtone to everything, man. I think that Baruch 3 and start at 9.
This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 9. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understanding. Give ear to understanding wisdom.
Yeah, it said the commandments of life. Because you look at everything that was in the law, it was all about forward in life. Okay? The land Sabbath. You'll look at it and be like, what's the big deal? Well, that gives the earth a chance to replenish itself with nutrients. So when you come back to that land after, so many years, okay, your harvest will be full of nutrients. Life. You see? When you had took a new wife, all right, you wasn't allowed to do business, you wasn't allowed to go to war for a year to cheer your wife up. Why? To at least secure that seed. Within a year time, you've been secured you at least a seed. Because you go to war, you might not come back. Okay, so you pretty much you was given time to make you a replacement. You see? Everything when you go into the law is about forward in life. Okay? If your brother, died with no heir, you would take on his wife, okay? Which she's free from the law of marriage because your brother's dead. All right, and you what? Raise up an heir for legacy's sake. Okay? The whole grape doctrine. Guess what? That was a pro-life. Cause now you just you let's say you did do that act out of lust. Well, guess what? Now it's a family. Okay? Your impulses, now it's a new family in Israel. Two houses gonna join together, more children gonna. So when you just really go into the law, it was all about forward in life. Okay, even the wearing one fabric at a time.
Mm.
Okay, there's a frequency that went with it. You know, like when you really get into the law, it's really all about life and abundance. Okay, the jubilee. Okay, because you were that you were free. You know, your brother that was indebted from debt, because you really can't live if you in debt.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't a life. So eventually you will even be free from debt, man. Okay? But in this society, it's perpetual death, man. You're gonna get into it. You got it, bro. You finna say something?
We can keep going.
You got it.
Verse 10, how happened it Israel that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxing old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead.
Defiled with the dead. Okay? And it's our culture. Like, look at our culture as a people.
Mm-hmm.
And what Esau did was he just presents an alternative way saturated with pleasure. But there's no order, there's no structure. Okay? It's all about the pleasure. You know, he's all about having you overstimulated. You know, it's all about sensationalism, because think about it. Sex is just running rampant. Okay? But then you have death, all right there with it, because as sex has become, a thing to do, death has become a thing to do.
Mm.
Okay, look at the abortion rate. Okay? And then these little niggas that they are having, these niggas is growing up to be serial killers. Like, what's being produced from nigga culture? A serial killer, an alphabet, okay,
Mm.
or just a bum. You see, or a thought,
Mm-hmm. No, their lifestyle, is degenerate. It goes against life.
Yeah.
Because you commit adultery, not only have you destroyed a family, but emotions get tired of that. Now somebody finna get ready to commit murder. Now the wife finna have somebody else die due to her mischief in her playtime.
And then it's really a righteous kill, but in the society it's considered murder.
Kind.
You got it, bro.
And the child, he gonna grow up to what? Now the father's taking out the picture. He's gonna look at his mother, gain all her characteristics, and go out in the world and be a male version of her and just cause destruction.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna do drug. He gonna do drugs, sell drugs, and destroy his community.
Yep.
Because he gonna only sell it to those close by. When you starting off, all that it goes back with the alphabet people. They mingling with themselves, and you can't get life cannot go forth from that.
And then when they do, like the alphabet community, cause Eve be still popping her little, letting the little mo pop up.
Yeah.
So you got those, cause you got the bacteria and diseases from the alphabet community. Then you got the women being promiscuous, so you got all that fluid swapping.
Mm.
Okay, it's just death.
Mm.
And like you say, these little niggas that grow up to be serial killers, like let's say a nigga like King Von. So here it is, this nigga, he probably done killed 10 niggas. So it's one nigga that's done deleted 10 niggas. And then he get deleted. But then he got probably about 4 5 baby mamas. And he made some more little demons like him that's gonna do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he just an example, because Esau could just pick any one of these niggas from off any street, and make them the hottest rapper. Or any little thought, he can just get a little random chick okay, at the gas station, make her the hottest rapper, okay, but they represent, one of millions, man.
Mm.
Okay, and it's just a culture of death. Cause look, we're gonna get into it. Finish that. I want to get that.
Okay. Verse 11. That thou art consonant with them that thou art counted with them that go down into the grave, that thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. Let me continue.
Yeah, keep going.
For if thou hast walked in the way of the Most High, thou shouldest have dwelt in peace forever.
Thou should have dwelleth in peace forever. And you just go to the simple structure of the Most High, just going to a family.
Mm.
If a woman was under one man, okay, she won't have to worry about who the father is, the children's father. Okay, she won't have to worry about diseases. No one will have to worry about diseases. You see, like all these things that exist in this society, like when we get into the kingdom, man, we really gonna see, man, that we was operating in death. You know, like the reason diseases exist is because of sin. These what they call STDs. Okay, the AIDS. These things exist because of sin. Okay, just a simple dynamic, just a simplicity. Okay, of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Otherwise, scriptures say the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men. Because what you would think is simple, is wiser than decades of research, at this lab, okay, in Harvard, and the results that they coming up with, going to the X chromosome, Esau good, just the simplicity, okay, of a man being, a woman being with one man, a woman going from her father's care to her husband's care, because your nature kicks in as a woman, okay, but we had a law to where that woman, okay, could go from structure to structure. So when you move that structure, the nature's still there. You see, like the Lord created laws that that they pretty much guided us within our nature. As a man, all right, you wanted a woman, okay, but there was a guidelines that had to be made, okay. Before you get a woman, you need to show yourself worthy and responsible, okay. Not like today where you got niggas that bring no value to the earth with the most baby mamas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you had to show yourself worthy. Then you can deal with a woman because you finna start multiplying. Okay? You finna start copying yourself with this woman. So you need to show yourself something worthy to be copied. Okay? You didn't just have like today, man, these niggas that have no skill set to bring to the earth. Just producing, man. That's death. Useless niggas create more useless niggas, man. Okay? And then everybody be surprised when Junior, okay, Taekwon Jr. just like Big Taekwon. Like what did you expect? What was look at the trajectory. What you expect? If you plant Peachtree, what you gonna get?
You gonna get a peach.
You gonna get peaches. So if you keep playing death over and over again, you gonna get more death. Everybody surprised. Oh, yeah. God damn. What you got, bro?
You want something else when we continue?
Let's get Sirach 38 and let's get 38 and 24. Nah, man, we finna choose life, man. We finna choose wisdom. Okay, go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes 38, verse 4.
Yep.
The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure.
Yep.
And he that have little business shall become wise.
Yeah, see, this is, going to be our position in the kingdom. And see, we're becoming wise now, because we cut, we cut our ambitions off and we tap into the scripture to get wise. And what are we learning? You know, like, it's good to know breakdowns, but see, we're learning life. We're learning how to live.
Mm.
you know, like Jake wanna make it seem like the scriptures is about this mystical, you know, uh, uh, uh you know, uh, uh, wisdom from another, like it's some wisdom from, planets beyond. You know how Jake like try to, but the Egyptology spirit, you know, want to go into their wisdom in the deep darkest cave, but really the top wisdom is learning how to live, how to exist. This is what the scriptures really putting us on, man. Okay, go ahead.
Excuse me, verse 25. How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plumb,
The plow.
the plow,
Yep.
the plow, and that groweth in
Glorious. Yep.
glorieth in the good
and the gal.
and the gout
Yep.
that driving oxen, and is occupied in their labor, and whose talk is of bullocks.
Go ahead.
He giveth his mind to make furrows.
Yep.
Furrows, and is diligent to give the kind fodder.
Yeah, we're just picking up livestock. So this is a man, pretty much a farmer that's into agriculture. Go ahead.
So every carpenter and every workmaster and laborer night and day, and they that cut engrave seals, and are diligent to make great varieties,
yep.
and give themselves to counterfeit imagery, and watch to finish a work.
Yeah, so someone that's embroidery, go ahead, different making, garments and clothing. Go ahead.
The smith also sitteth by the anvil, and considering the ironwork, and vapor of the fire wasted his flesh, and he fight it with the heat of the furnace.
Yep.
The noise of the hammer and the anvil is ever in his ears, and his eyes look still upon the pattern of the thing that he maketh.
Mm-hmm.
He set it his mind to finish his work, and watch it to polish it perfectly.
Yeah, so someone that's in iron work, whether that's weaponry, or whether it's in tools, or whether that's in even with infrastructure. Go ahead.
So doth the potter sit at his work, and turn the wheel about with his feet, who's always carefully to sit at his work.
Yep.
And make it all his work by number.
Go ahead.
He fashioned the clay with his hand. He fashioned the clay with his arm, and bowed down his strength before his feet. He applied himself to lead it over, and he is diligent to make clean the furnace.
Yep, go ahead.
All these trust to their hands, and every one is wise in his work.
Yep, so everyone is wise in his work. The potter was the last, vessels, that were used for, particular things, whether it was decoration, dealing with we call it landscape, the big bases, whatever, plates, cups, go ahead.
Without these cannot a city be inhabited.
That's the point. Go ahead.
And they shall not dwell there, they will, nor go up and down.
Yeah, so without all these different industries, a city can't be inhabited. But look what you have in this society of death. You got pretty much people that are just here. And they ready to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like this is death. Like these niggas don't bring nothing to the earth, but they'll kill you. You see? Like, nah, in the kingdom, this is what's going to be back in effect, man. When people come to the earth in our kingdom, they're going to have a purpose that forward life. It ain't going to be just a nigga here. You see? Like, today, before I came over about an hour ago, so I'm over there, and South Jackson, goddamn. Pray for me. So man, I'm over here. It's a nigga parked in the middle of the street, and then he's talking to another Jake, and he got the door open.
Mm.
So as I'm coming through, Jake just looking crazy, and then eventually he closed the door a little bit so I can get by. Now, more than likely, just two niggas that just here existing on the earth. But if you say something to them niggas, you know, they'll kill you.
Mm.
Like here it is, people moving around, doing things, getting things done. You got people, delivering things. You got people picking people up. You got motion, but then you just got these niggas here, you know. But that's symbolic of niggas just death.
Mm.
Like they niggas be want you to say, so you can tell when a nigga be want you. You know what I'm saying? You see?
Okay.
But these niggas are just deaf. The woman, she just deaf. Even like the woman, the majority of these women, they will literally kill you, set you up on some shit.
Mm.
But what do they love the most? To destroy a man's livelihood, just to see a man tortured. You know, just to see, they destroy you with the child support. They don't want to see you with another woman. So it's pretty much like you dead.
Mm.
You know, every time you get another woman, they destroy your situation. You get a job, they come up to the job and you lose your job. So it's like they want you dead, but they want the benefit of seeing you just suffer. You know, but and we can go on and on, but this is just death, man. Like, why would you take a device to go back to this death?
Mm.
It's just death in all forms. You see? Let's get you finna say something?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say
make the
something.
point, make the point, yeah.
Back in Ecclesiastes, when it was talking about all these is how a city is inhabited.
Yep.
Doggone, it's gonna go back to cultivation. Cultivating. When you cultivate, you making more perfect, more abundance. Because it's gonna be cultivation of mind, body, and spirit. You know, also the land, because you're gonna it's gonna be by gaining wisdom. You know, growing understanding, growing in people. You know,
Hey, that's
it's
beautiful. I just like to cut you off. But to add to just what you saying, like the first batch of slaves that we have, like the first batch, they're gonna be passing their wisdom down every generation. So by the time you get to the 10th generation, you know how cold somebody gonna be as an embroiderer, as an architect. You know how cold somebody gonna be after 10 generations. You steady getting wisdom added onto you on how to do your profession. So like that's all I want to add to what you were saying, bro.
Yeah, because like in this life, in this time, there's way too many wasteful distractions.
Yep.
Because I was meditating on that. Like, if we didn't have like all these games, like games or your phone and stuff like that, you will find whatever you like your craft, and you will be pouring yourself into it.
Yep.
Like truly pouring yourself into it without any distraction, and you'll be a master at it. And you'll pass that down to your kids, because that's all you know. That's all you know. You didn't cultivate it in your skills. Then you cultivate it in wisdom and your knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, the folks that had them family forums, been in the family for hundreds of years, just their wisdom. See, we're going to have a kingdom. It's the opposite here. Like, niggas pass down death. Like, the niggas of today are way worse than them niggas in the 90s and 80s. Like, they're passing down, death as a culture.
Example, Finesse Two Time was showing this kid how to roll dice, I think.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I remember, yeah.
Then I run with a nigga named King, the little boy. I believe the nigga named King. I think that's a little badass nigga, man. No, but now he's setting the standard for all 9, 10-year-olds that like that. It's just getting, you just passing down death. You see? You got it, bro. Get matter of fact, finish that and then we'll get about 2 more after that. Go back to 38 and 33.
30 and 33.
Yeah. 33, yep.
Okay, this is
read them last
Ecclesiastes chapter 38, verse 33.
Yep.
They shall not be sought for in public council, nor set sitting high in the congregation,
Yep.
they shall not sit on the judge's seat, nor understand the sentence of judgment.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot declare justice and judgment, and they shall not be found where parables are spoken.
Yeah, so that's gonna be our lot in the kingdom. Those seats of judges,
Mhm.
you know, there'll be set thrones for the house of David or the dynasty of David. That's what, see, we're gonna govern the systems, all right, for these people, all right, to be efficient.
Mm.
Okay? It ain't gonna be like today. After that 1,000 year period, once righteousness is established as a standard, okay, hey, we're gonna have system in place where these people, you know, our servants, you know, these nations, they're gonna run efficiently, okay, in the atmosphere of life. You know, you don't have to worry about, you know, these random wars starting and all this deception and you know, uh, uh, you know, these false, you know, democracies and all this madness and, you know, chemtrails and you know, everything that you do is made to kill you. Like, you know, and we're gonna get that, but nah, man. You know, we're being groomed to be judges, but the Lord has us where we own the bottom, so we can really judge it righteously. Like, we're gonna know how to judge the blacksmith, the farmer. You see, because we brothers do these things as far as, you know, just everyday workmen. You know, and it's gonna be from a standpoint of life, man. You know, when we have counsel, it's gonna be, how can we benefit the earth? How can we bring more life into the earth? It's the exact opposite right now. This nigga is all about what can we put in the cereal. You know, what can we put in the water? What can we, you know, what can we do to the air? What frequency can we put the music on to have them at war? Like, you know, it's all about sprinkling death everywhere, man. You know, you got it, bro. You read that last verse.
But they will not maintain but they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desire is to the work of their craft.
And what you just said. You know what you had just said? You know how they don't have a desire for their craft. You know, and they play a major part in maintaining the world. But what's the most unappreciated thing in the earth right now? A heterosexual working man. Okay? And the top of the list is the heterosexual Israelite working man. Is the most unappreciated thing in the earth. But it's beautiful, you know, because we understand what the Lord finna do, and it's still part of our punishment. So we, you know, you gotta eat that shit. You know, you gotta eat that shit. It is what it is. You know. So let's go to the next chapter and get verse Sirach 25 and let's start at 25.
You want 25?
Sirach 39 and 25. So the next chapter.
Okay.
39, 25. And we end it with St. John 10 and 10.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 39, verse 25.
Yep.
For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners.
So good was created from the beginning. You know, when you go into Genesis, you know, when Yahweh Shah and Elohim was creating things, what do you say? And they saw that it was good, or tawab. You go into the word tawab, it means pleasurable, agreeable. You know, he made the man agreeable with the earth. He made the husband and wife agreeable with each other. Okay, he made, you know the sun, the moon, the seasons, everything was in agreement. You know, how one thing works with the benefit of the other. You go into the animal kingdom and you see how each animal, okay, plays a part, you know, in the overall, you know, grand scheme of thing of life. The oysters, they keep the water clean for what? The lawful fish we can eat. You see how everything go back to life. You see? Everything about this book goes back to forward in life, man. Okay? This is what our kingdom ain't gonna be, no drive-bys, no shootouts, ain't gonna be no games, none of that stupid shit, man. Like, it's a lot of death in this society, man. When you wake up, you know, death is death.
First thing on the news.
Yeah. When you wake up, death is like every decision you make, like then Especially if you driving, he's like, you know,
Yeah.
this is a kingdom of death, man.
You gotta worry about, somebody smashing it, somebody pulling out a
Yeah,
doggone yapper, just
yeah,
letting it
yeah,
loose.
yeah. You don't know if this nigga gonna do it, a goddamn, an attack while you know what I'm saying? You in the grocery store, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you can get it anywhere, the school, the
Mm,
church, they put their iron on your ass anywhere.
mm. Let Keisha act up. Oh,
Oh
you gotta
boy,
get up
yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah. You hear somebody talking loud, you trying to see where it coming from,
there.
you know. Shit, it's death, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour and wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing.
So all these things are for us to enjoy. What has Esau done? Okay, let's say with the iron, what does nigga make tanks? With the fire, what does nigga make bombs?
Burning down forests and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The water contaminated.
Mm.
Okay, the milk. Every time you trying to get healthy, what's the first thing they tell you stop? Is the milk. You know what I'm saying? Like then the shit good, but then you like, God damn, why is it? You know, the wine has been everything has been tampered with.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, now you gotta get the filter. You know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, God damn, this supposed to be straight from the earth, and but this man has turned it into death.
Mm.
So this whole society is rooted in death, man. Okay, Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, let's get that in. We had some more on it.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, just get that. Let's end it in uh St. John 10:10.
This is John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
And that's Esau Edom, the thief. Okay, he had stole manhood out the earth.
Mm.
Now you a man, you toss.
Mm.
Okay, he had stole the concept of family, legacy out the earth. Okay, he had stole away life expectancy. Your life expectancy steady dwindling.
Mm.
Okay, he stole your sovereignty. All right, he gave you because the convenience is good, but he stole your sovereignty. This convenience ain't free. We pay for this convenience with our sovereignty, man. Okay, we supposed to be able to go hunt and fish and know the land, and we supposed to have an acre of land. We supposed to be able to feed a family 10 off an acre of land. He stole that, man. This man, and now he wants to steal your thoughts. This whole your going in your head with the link, the end link. Okay, putting a device in your hand to monitor, your every transaction, and now he wants your spirit. This man has stole everything he can take from you. Now he wants your spirit.
Mm.
Okay, and this is all this man is about, is to just take, and take, man. But what is Yahweh Shai come to do? Go ahead.
I am come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly.
I am come that they might have life and have it more abundantly. Soon as Yahweh Shai show up, okay? Soon as Yahweh Shai show up, twinkling of an eye, immortal.
Mm.
That's, you can drop the mic with that. You know what I'm saying? You can drop the mic. More immortal from the door. And that's just the beginning. And then the scripture going to how the earth is going to yield forth its strength to be able to, because the earth is going to have to be, strengthened to maintain an immortal nation.
Mm.
So the earth going to have to produce. You got immortals on the block now, you know what I'm saying? So the earth going to have to produce. So that's where the abundance going to come from. Okay? Even the heathen, they're going to have to produce. Like we ain't gonna be feeding the heathen man, okay, food that lowers his testosterone.
Mm-mm.
Like, nah, we need Akbar, god damn it. We need them juiced up. Yeah. All right. We need, that good Iranian, the Elamite chef. That's the truth. We need that boy testosterone through the roof. You know? Hey, that Esau give you these bonuses of you might get a Christmas bonus, some stupid. Then you spend it right back with this nigga,
Mm.
you know. They give you a Christmas bonus, you got this nigga the devil. But nah, man. Nah, man, we gonna get out by them new wives for their bonuses. Like, boy, you been holding this kitchen down, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? This your bonus. Get you 2 more wives, boy. Clock out. We ain't gonna have no clocks, but hey, take it, take your leave.
Mm.
We'll see you next month. Go do your thing. You know, I'm send you some of that good stuff up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending you some of that. I got something I want you to try. Cause we still I know you always get into. We're gonna be kings and stuff, but we gonna know the earth. Like we're gonna have different concoctions.
Mm.
We're gonna be like, hey, I'll try this out. Let me see. When you come back, let me know how it works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be all about life. It's gonna be about life, man. The hell you want to choose? What you gonna do? Be a go platinum and go see Diddy now? What ambition do you got here? Especially as a heterosexual Israelite man, man. Okay, you have absolutely nothing here.
It's a dead end road.
Yeah, you have nothing here. The whole earth, the whole earth against you, man. Okay, you know. But that's the point. All I had. You had something else.
Nah.
Okay, well, we ended there. I think the point was made. Just like I said, we were responding to Elder Yashawama vid, man. Choose life, man.
Mm.
This is a death. This is a death culture, and it's only getting worse. It's only getting more corrupt, wicked, all right, and lewd. You know. So, Lord will you, brothers, all right, and you sisters edified. Till next time we say shalom.
Shalom. You probably need to make a part two because I know you didn't touch on all the subjects.